All right, today we're going to dive into a story. It's a simple one, but wow, is it profound. It really gets to the heart of a struggle I think we all face, the one that's happening right inside our own heads. I mean, have you ever felt like that? Just pulled in two different directions at the same time? One part of you is trying to be patient and kind, but then this other part just bubbles up with anger or frustration. That feeling, that internal tug of war, it's something we all go through. And it's exactly what this story is all about. So where does this idea come from? Well, at the center of it all is this amazing tale that's been passed down for generations. It's a really simple story on the surface, but the lesson inside, it's absolutely timeless. Just as relevant today as it ever was. Okay, so picture this. The story starts with a really quiet, intimate moment between a grandfather and his grandson. And the grandfather, he leans in and tells the boy something pretty serious. He says, "A terrible fight is going on inside of me." And he doesn't just leave it as some vague feeling. No, he gives it this incredibly powerful shape, a metaphor that we can all see in our minds right away. He says it's a fierce battle between two wolves. So first, he describes one of the fighters. This wolf, he says, is everything destructive. We're talking anger, envy, greed, arrogance, all that stuff. It's that part of us that just reacts with negativity, with selfishness. But here's the thing. It's not a one-sided fight, not at all. There's another wolf in the ring, and this one, it's the total opposite. It stands for peace, love, hope, kindness, honesty. Basically, all the good stuff. This is the wolf that represents our better nature, right? The qualities we're all trying to live up to. So the grandson, he's just taking all this in, right? He's really thinking about it. He gets how serious this internal war is. And then he asks the one question that really matters. The question that, let's be honest, we're all thinking right now. Which wolf will win? And the grandfather's answer, it's so simple, but so powerful. He just says, the one you feed. Think about that. The winner isn't decided by which wolf is bigger or stronger by default. It's all about which one you choose to give your energy to. And that right there is the key. That's the whole point. We're not just spectators in this fight. We have a say in who wins. So let's unpack that a little. What does it really mean to feed one wolf and not the other? When you boil it down, you've got these two opposing forces. You have the first wolf, which thrives on all that negative stuff like anger and greed. And then you have the second wolf, which gets its strength from the good things, like peace and honesty. It's like two paths are always right there in front of us, and we have to choose which one to walk down. So what are we talking about when we say feed them? Obviously, we're not talking about actual food. To feed the angry wolf, well, that means you're dwelling on things that make you mad, you're giving in to selfish urges, you're letting your mind get stuck on negative thoughts. On the flip side, feeding the peaceful wolf means you're actively choosing to be kind, you're practicing gratitude, you're putting your focus on what's good and true. Basically, your attention, that's the food. This whole idea of taking care of our inner world is just, it's huge. And there's actually another really cool metaphor that helps drive home why what's on the inside is what really counts. Okay, so just for a second, think of yourself as a pencil. The wood, the paint color, the eraser on the end, that's all the outside stuff. It might look great, but that's not what a pencil is for, right? The whole reason a pencil exists, its real value, is the lead on the inside. That lead, that's your inner qualities. That's your character, your honesty, your ability to be at peace. It's the core part of you that actually goes out and leaves its mark on the world. And just like you have to sharpen a pencil's lead, that core part of you needs to be taken care of. That's exactly what you're doing when you make the choice to feed the good wolf. And that brings us right back to where we started, to that fundamental choice. This battle, it's happening all the time. Every single moment, every thought, every little action is a chance to feed one wolf or the other. You see, this story isn't just telling us about some internal fight. It's handing us the power to decide who wins. So the real question isn't which wolf is going to win. The real question is, so, which wolf will you feed today?